that we saw in the topic 1 was the wish statements expressing unreality. Wish statements, it means that something that we want to happen, and we have present and future wish, that is wish plus could or rules. For example, I wish I could fly. Then we have present wish, that is structured by wish plus past simple. Then we have present wish and with verb to be. For example, if the verb to be is in past simple. So, for example, I wish those shoes were for me. Then we have the past wishes. There are wish plus had plus past participle. Then at the end, but not less important, we have past wishes with could, that is structured by wish plus could have plus past participle. And the other subtopic that we had saw in the topic 1 was stressing important words. That means when we want to emphasize some word while we are talking to another person. For example, if I say, I am really tired, my stress word is really, because I am emphasizing it. On the second topic, we saw reduction of the auxiliary have. So, in this subtopic, we learn that if we use these words, could, might, must, would, and should, we reduce the auxiliary have. For example, I must have done my homework because I wanted to hang out with my friends. Then we have modals, degrees of certainty. The first degree is almost certain, when we are almost certain of something. In present we use must, and in past we use must plus have plus past participle. As example that I already gave you, that was I will use the past. I must have done my homework because I wanted to hang out with my friends. Then we have almost certain in a negative way, or something impossible. In present and future we use can or couldn't, and in past we use can or couldn't plus have plus past participle. And the other 2 degrees are quite sure. In future we use should or ought to, and when we are less uncertain of something, in present we use could or may or might, and in past we use could or may or might plus have plus past. For example, my mom might have took my t-shirt because I can't find it. And at the end, we have expressing the different sides of an issue. In this subtopic, we saw different phrases that we used to see, like 2 angles or more of something. For example, if I said, let's say, if I do my homework quickly, I can watch Netflix all the day. But on the other hand, if I do my homework quickly, I will make it wrong because I'm not taking careful of what I'm doing. Then in the topic number 3, we have adjective classes. Some adjective classes to identify are that, who, where, when, among others. For example, the girl who won the doll was my sister. The adjective clause is who. And then adjective clauses to express quantity are many of, some of, two of, but of, etc. And then we have a structure that is the quantifier plus prepositions plus a relative pronoun. But we only use this structure when we use who, whom, where, when, or which. Then, for breaking the ice and maintain a conversation with another person, Blackboard gives us some tips. One of the tips was to introduce ourselves. We can comment on something that the other person is sharing to us. We can share something to the other person, or we can introduce a uncontroversial situation. For example, I think the movie was great. What do you think? To maintain a conversation, we can ask an open-ended question. We can make a volunteer comment, or we can listen and look to the other person. For example, a volunteer comment is, I don't know, I'm talking with the other person and I said, oh, you know, I am a student in Tech Millennium, and that is my volunteer comment. And at the end, to change the topic if the conversation is dying, or to excuse ourselves, we can use, for example, well, changing of topic. What do you think about horses? I don't know, something like that. On this topic, we only review what we already saw in the topic 1, that are the wish statements. Here we have the structure of wish plus would or could, and wish plus the past simple of the verb. For example, those sneakers are so beautiful. I wish I could buy them. And then we have listening skills that are understanding the gist and understand the details. This is only to practice to pay attention to what the other person is saying to us and to understand every single detail of what they want to transmit to us. On the topic number 5, we have a review of the adjective classes that we already saw too, that are that, who, where, when, which, whom, and the other subtopic of this topic 5 are listening skills again, but now to understand the function and understand the speaker's stance. This is only to again pay attention of what the other person is talking to us, because in this practice we have to understand why the person is saying that to us, the purpose of the talk. Then in the last topic that we saw, topic 6, we have adverb clauses of result. The adverb clauses are such that, so that, such that. And we have two structures. With such, we use such plus noun or the noun phrase plus that plus the class of results. And with so, we use so plus the adjective plus that plus the class of results. For example, he was so concentrated that he understand everything of the math class.